Hey Stitch Cutie, I'm Brittany. Welcome to the video tutorial for the Applique Club. What we're going to be doing is making this design, the Flakes design, as a mug rug. So it's not going to be the zipper bag. You can make it into a zipper bag. The choice is yours. So it's going to be really quick and simple for this design. And then the accompanying design this month is the snowman. So again, you can put either design either on a zipper bag or a mug rug. You get to make one of each. It's awesome. So what I have in my hoop is a tearaway stabilizer loaded. I have my pre-fused laser cut applique pieces. I already have the back peeled. I just have them sitting in a little bowl so I don't lose them. I have a Steady Betty in front of my workstation. The 3 thread colors that you need for this design are white, 1001, it's a sulky 40 weight rayon thread for your embroidery machine. You have the aqua color, which is 1045. And then you have the red, which is 1147. Super cute colors. We're gonna start with the red. And then we are going to have the front and back of our mug rug, which is this cute dotted fabric. I'm just gonna give it a quick press. This is my travel iron. I just love it. It's great. And we carry these on the website if you need one. And then we have the fusible batting. And I'm sorry, I'm not gonna use red right now. I'm actually going to use the aqua, and I'm gonna load this on my machine, and then I'm gonna walk you step by step through using your embroidery machine to make your mug rug. The file that I'm gonna start with is the back, and we're going to be putting one cute little accent snowflake on the back of our mug rug. So that first step for the back of our mug rug is just a nice little rectangle. So I'm gonna put this down on my Steady Betty in front of me. I'm gonna take my red fabric that's the backing, and I'm just gonna make sure that, I don't have any wrinkles. I'm gonna put it on here. You can put a little bit of tape if you want to hold it. I just use the 3M transport tape. Super easy to work with. I'm gonna put this back on, and the machine is going to base this in place, and then it's gonna give us a line for where we're going to put our snowflake. So now you can see you have, look, it's just straight little lines for your snowflake. So what you're gonna do is carefully line a snowflake on top of that. So what you want to do is make sure you can't see those lines, and then what I do is I put my finger here and I just kind of pull back, and I can see it's not quite on there. So look at that, looks like it's through the middle. Let's take a look here. Yep. Here, yep. 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 So I just test on all of them, make sure I like the placement, and it's just a straight line, so if it's not straight down the middle, if you have it a little turned funny, it's no big deal. So I iron that on, and now I'm gonna put this back on, and the aqua thread again is going to do a nice straight stitch over that for us, and then we're gonna be ready to start the front of our mug rug. So now, see, the back is done, looks super cute. We are going to unhoop, set this aside. Now you're going to grab another piece of your stabilizer. Where did I put it? There we go. We're going to hoop this, and now we're gonna switch to the red thread, because on this mug rug, we're gonna make sure that the back is quilted, because there's a lot of the back showing on this one. Whereas with the snowman one for this month, we don't quilt behind it because, well, you wouldn't see the quilting. So we're gonna switch to red thread and switch to the file for the front of our mug rug, and we're gonna do that first step. Okay, so that first step is an outline of where we're going to put our batting and the fabric for the front of our mug rug. So the first thing we're gonna do is put our fusible batting where it's covering. You just wanna make sure you're covering on all 4 sides. Yep. And you're gonna put fusible side up. You can tell which side has fusible because one is really soft, it doesn't have fusible, and one side has kind of like a little texture to it. That is your fusible side. Then we're gonna put our fabric in place, right side up. We are going to press the 2 pieces together. So we're fusing the batting right now. There we go. And I'm just gonna put a little tape to hold it in place at the top and bottom. This is, again, the 3M transport tape, nothing special. You can get it from Amazon. It's just like basic medical tape. See what it says inside, 3M transport. There you go. Okay, so we're gonna put this on with the red thread. What the machine is going to do, it is going to do really nice straight line quilting for us, and it's gonna give us the outline of every single applique piece at one time. Pretty cool this month that this design happens to have no overlap, so we'll really fly through this project today. All right, let's check it out. Look at that, the front is quilted. I know it's kind of hard to see that red thread on my red fabric in the camera, So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cute little outlines of my snowflakes, and then I have my snow. So it's time to iron on our pieces. What I'm gonna do first is remove the tape so that my iron doesn't stick to it, because that's a gooey mess and we don't want a gooey mess. There we go. Get that over here. So now let's put our 2 white pieces in place first for our snow. Let's talk about this. One piece is just plain white muslin, and the other piece is this really cute white on white dot. So this is the top. The dot is what you want to show. Well, the reason we're putting down 2 pieces, we're essentially double lining our white, because otherwise you would see that fabric through it, and that wouldn't look good. You don't want to have red snow. So we're going to iron down the muslin plain piece first. Then we are going to put our real snow, the cute white on white dots. And excuse my head coming in here for just a second. I want to make sure I have it nice and lined up. There we go. So just press it with my iron. There we go. And now let's put our snowflakes in place. Now the snowflakes are easy, but also tricky. Let's talk about it. Just like we did on the back, we want to line it up. You want to make sure you're covering all those lines, but I put my finger down. I'm just going to lift and make sure that my little lines look like they're going to be centered. Let's see, it's looking good. And that guy, oh, that guy, there we go. So now I'm just going to hold it in place and tap that down. Now I'm going to do another one. All right, and we're just going to make sure that we have him lined up again. Put your finger in the center and then just lift up and make sure those little lines look like they're centered over the straight lines. Because the machine is, where the lines are, it's going to stitch right over that. So if you like how you have it lined up, you'll like how it stitches. Super cute. And the way we digitize these, we digitize it to look just like the way Mom sews the sample. So it looks just like you would do on your sewing machine. Except absolutely perfect stitches. That's the fun part. Boop. There we go. Let me just check this guy. Yep, he looks good. There we go. So now 2 more snowflakes to put in place. I just love, oh look, I didn't peel my backing off. I love this month's designs, and I have to say I really like the name Frosty and Flakes, because it's like frosted flakes. That just cracks me up. I like cheesy names like that, so I hope you all do too. All right, so now we're gonna put this snowflake in place, and again, check your lines. Looking good. Looking good. All right, so now press him down. There we go. And one more to do. Oh, I didn't peel the backing off this one. I thought I try to peel all my backing off before I start filming so that you don't have to watch me peel backing, because that's not very entertaining now, is it? But it looks like I forgot 2 pieces. All right, and do some checks on this. Yeah. Looking good. Perfect. So now just put that down. Okay, so now we're gonna do a color change, and we are going to put white on. This is Sulky 40 weight rayon, 1001, and the machine is going to buttonhole stitch our snow down here on the ground. So now check it out. Look at that perfect little snow mound down here. I love it. Now we're going to do another thread change to the beautiful aqua color. I love this color. And it is number 1045, again, a Sulky 40 weight rayon thread. And our machine is going to do the nice straight stitches over all 5 of our snowflakes. All right, check it out. All the snowflakes are done. They look so cute. And I love the little simple straight lines on them. It looks great. I held my thread right here, so I'm just gonna trim it. If you have any threads that you need to trim, go on and do it. And what we're gonna do now is trim the front and back and then get ready to finish it. Super easy. I love this one. It looks so cute with the back. I mean, that's just adorable, y'all. How can you not love it? Okay, so I'm going to get my ruler and my rotary cutter, and I'm going to trim right on that outside stitched rectangle. There we go. And on this one, I'm not going to bother pulling out the stabilizer behind this, because to pull out behind those lines, I must say, is not super fun to do. And in all the years I've made mug rugs, I've never had a problem having a little bit of stabilizer inside, because it just lays flat, so it's just fine. Alrighty, look at that. So cute. And now let's trim. Look how good that looks. I love it. Now we're going to trim the back just like we did the front. I'm going to give you a little trick that I do before I move on to binding. And I'm not going to do binding in this tutorial because Mom has great binding tutorials. I'll link to them here. I even watch it when I do binding. And normally I hate doing binding. And so I usually hand it to Mom to do the binding. But the other day I needed to do binding. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to watch Mom's video. So I watched her video, and man, I don't know why I think binding is hard, y'all. It's a piece of cake. It's just like a thing that I have in my head that I don't like doing binding, but I really don't mind doing it. Now on this side, I am gonna pull the stabilizer out because look, we just have a little bitty stitch down here to pull apart from. I'll just pull it right out. There we go. Okay, so now here's my trick. So this is what, 5 by 7 if I remember right? 5.5 by 7.5. So I'm gonna cut a piece of Heat and Bond Light. Let's see, I just grabbed a scrap. So it's 5, perfect. And I'm just gonna cut it by 7 inches. So just line it up. There we go. It's a really long piece. It's from the big laser. I just grabbed a scrap. And I'm just gonna cut it to 7 inches. And I'm cutting it smaller than my piece because when I stitch the binding down, if I do it by hand on the back, you know where you stitch the binding down, I don't want to have to stitch through Heat and Bond if I don't have to. So let me just get my little ironing space. So what I'm gonna do, well, you can iron it onto either piece. I'm gonna iron it onto the back, right here, just center it. So you have approximately 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. And we're just going to press this in place. It only takes a few seconds for the Heat and Bond to activate. There we go. Okay, let it cool for a second because you don't want to burn your fingers. Always kind of shake it in the air. Y'all have probably seen me do this before in videos. And then to peel it off, I always just take it from the fabric side and kind of crimp the corner. See, comes right up. And just take that away. And now what we're gonna do, see, you can pull all that out if you want to. I don't want to. You're gonna make sure you know the direction that you have it. See, my snow is down here, so I know I want my snowflake facing the bottom on the back. And what we're gonna do is just line these two up, and look, I didn't take my tape off. Oh well, let me get that off now. Okay, and you just line it up and look at that, perfect fit. Love it. I do, y'all, the tape is sticking to me. Help. Okay, perfect fit here. And just give it a nice press together. So we're just fusing the front and back together. Boop. There we go. So now all you have to do is your binding. So in no time at all on your sewing machine, you have completed your mug rug. So again, in the club, you can make the snowflake design into either a zipper bag or a mug rug, and then the same with the snowman. So you can only make one zipper bag and one mug rug, but you can pick which design goes on what. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. And thank you for being a member of Stitches of Love's Applique Club. Happy stitching and happy holidays.